every event is a part of esports history, full of memorable moments every fan wants to be a part of. Get your own unique piece of esports with WePlay collectibles. Here is the first collection: Storyline, Logo Token, Trophy Token, Story Token. Be sure to check all the details on our website and stay tuned for cool NFTs from WePlay Esports.
Buy the official merchandise for WePlay AniMajor 2021 now on fragstore.com. Hoodies, t-shirts, mousepads, headrest pillows, and other souvenirs were released in the limited edition for the tournament. Hurry up and buy them on fragstore.com via the link in the description or chatbot.
You thought the major started 2 days ago? Nah, it only starts today. We only just got all our teams here. Sent 4 teams home out of the wild cards. We got the 2 best ones remaining. That's all that was needed. And today we are starting with the actual AniMajor here live from Ukraine, Kyiv. We are with the group stages. That's right. 2 teams are still going to get eliminated though. Playing for, yes, the money. More importantly, DPC points. And if you're curious about how everything works like that, we got you covered. Take a look.
Oh, hey, Dota viewers. This is AniMajor. On the grandest stage of them all, we have the best teams from each region competing for fun, glory, and a solid batch of DPC points. But what is DPC? Dota Pro Circuit is a series of leagues and tournaments that can simply be called the Road to the International. First of all, we got 6 regional DPC leagues. Each league is divided into 2 divisions. Teams from the lower division are trying to climb their way to the upper division, while teams from the upper division are going through weeks of matches to advance to the major. 3rd and 4th places from the following regional leagues: China, Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, will compete in round-robin best of 2 for the last 2 slots in the major group stage. That's what we call a wild card. Top 2 teams from each region go to the group stage, where they're going to brawl in round-robin best of 2 format to advance to the playoffs. Top 1 team from each region comes directly to the playoffs of the major. They will have to fight in a double elimination bracket in a best of 3 format to get to the grand finals. The stage will be set for the best 2 teams to clash and their skills to be tested in a BO5 series. At the very end of the circuit, top 12 teams ranked by the DPC points will be directly invited to the International.
The start of the group stages here for the AniMajor. Yesterday we had wildcards ending and Vici Gaming and Team Nigma made it through, and Team Nigma actually with the wildest road drew anime protagonist. And I just noticed, I don't know why I didn't notice it before, look at the color scheme everywhere. And then you saw also in the video. It's so pretty purplish and bluish. Almost. Plan? Scripted? No?
Scripted?
All the way?
The road is set. If they would win this, that would be quite the story indeed. But I want to talk about all the teams that have just joined, because in the group stage, we get all second best teams from the region joining us. Wildcards were basically the runs to the litter, basically from every region. And then we get group stage, second place team. Every region gets one team in the group stage. And that's where we are right now, AY. And AY and T are joining me as well, which is awesome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I get something out of the way right away?
Go for it.
I want to know which two teams you guys got at the bottom.
Oof.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
All right, how about
two teams are getting eliminated.
We'll go one each. So I'll name a team and then you name a team.
You first?
I'll go first.
Are you going to say the exact same thing, or do you have to say a different
No, he's
team?
going to go first. I'll say a different team.
Yeah,
Okay,
one or two punch it.
I'll make it hard.
Okay.
We can't both double down on But anyway, I'll go with Team Spirit. Even though they are an exciting team when we're watching them and covering them in Eastern Europe, able to kind of muscle up against the previous kind of titans of the region, their online performance in other tournaments building up to this major, they've been dropping games to teams like Windstrike, to Viking. And that alone, it worries me when you're trying to come to a major to get to, let's say, like a top 6 position. It doesn't really correlate. So I'm worried that their flair of group stage isn't going to really carry through.
And for myself, I mean, the wild card has shown us that there are no free games in this tournament. Like the best team was 7-3, the worst team was 3-7. It was incredibly close. But I think I think TNC, like out of the teams, they might look the weakest. I'm not sure because like C has the most different meta from any region, I'd say. And
it's a volatile region.
It's super volatile. So either they do super well or they bomb out, and I'm not too sure. I feel like Execration, like while they look good, they didn't look like the region's meta was propelling them forward. They just looked like they were making really good plays.
Yeah. Okay, I get where you're coming from. And then in terms of top of the groups, I also would like, one team from each of you. AUI, want to go first for this one? Best
Evo
team
Geniuses.
Other than EG, please.
Well,
I feel like because you are from the NA region, sure you can have some bias, but you gotta build on it a little bit. You can say EG if you give me a good argument as to why, not just because NA.
Evo Geniuses because they're better than everyone. But if I couldn't pick EG, I'd pick Team Liquid because they have an NA player, which makes them better.
That was my answer. I was going to say Liquid because, of course, they have NA, and NA clearly is, the best region in the world.
That's true.
I think you guys are forgetting something very, very important. If the previous major is anything to go by, we know that last major, wildcards, the 3 teams coming out, sure, Team Liquid was 3rd, but then it was PGS LGD and VG Gaming making it out of the wildcards. Guess what they did right afterwards? They made it into the upper bracket, also in the top there for the group stage. The Chinese region has been the best region this year. Why are you both not saying a Chinese team?
No, China's better than NA.
Yeah, China is like the best. Like,
okay.
And
overall.
but the thing is, right, if we said China, ooh, you said China, congratulate, we're trying to assist in getting some new But
EG is the best team.
And Liquid is the best,
I mean, EG's not even the best team in NA, but they're the best.
They're not. They're second best. That's why they're in the group stages, which is actually, we're going to talk about EG, of course, a lot more because that's our first series coming up. I first want to show you guys the standings just to get a bit of a grasp about all the 8 teams playing here in this group stage. I know there's no games played just yet other than, and we will remove those scores, otherwise they are going to be on top the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
We're going to have to remake this one.
Yeah. Let's remake the whole wildcard stages just to give everybody a good shot. But yeah, these are the 8 teams. We got 8 teams. We're going to basically do the exact same thing as we did in the wildcards, which is 2-game series between every team. I believe we're going to take about 3 days, maybe 4 to do that. And it's going to be very exciting to see how this is going to go. I feel like last major, it was done in 2 days.
Crazy for sure.
Yeah,
You played like 30
so much
games in
Dota,
3 days.
Yeah, and there also that major, there wasn't that much play time for the teams beforehand. So hopefully this time around, we're going to see everybody being maybe a little bit more defined. The group stage maybe a bit more defined anyway. Like,
for sure.
It has to be, right?
Especially like that many games in a row. You're sort of just, you go in, you have like your style you practice for the major, and you pretty much just hope that was the right one.
Yeah.
If you have a bit more time like this one, you can sort of be proactive. You can adjust. You can say, oh, specifically versus these guys, we want to run a certain strategy. It should lead to better Dota.
Better Dota then as well, right? Because you could also say, well, that means that the teams that are normally better at adapting will get further ahead, meaning we get more stomps T.
Yeah, but that's like the interesting thing. Like, even though we just mentioned like who do you think the bottom two are, the top two are, realistically, the difference between the bottom two and that kind of next iteration will be like one game, like one draw, one loss. I don't feel like any of these teams are going to completely bomb out and go like 0-6, 0-7 like we saw in the previous major. Like, this group stage will be so close, and like all of these teams, they could easily have that type of run where they all deserve to be top two because they have the individual skills. Just do they have the ability to understand why they maybe are failing day one to recover, because they have plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, I thought it was very crazy in the wildcards that every team had so many ties.
It was crazy. Like, it's a 4-game difference between the top and the bottom.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's honestly unheard of, especially for a wild card where you'd expect variance to be higher. And we're just getting better and better teams as seen in the DPC seasons.
I need to ask the hard-hitting question.
Uh-oh.
Do you feel if NA had a wildcard slot, would they easily been able to muscle up draws? Asking the NA expert.
I mean, draws. I thought you were going to say if they would win the whole thing.
But
that's why I thought it was cool.
No, of course. Like, yeah, they'd have dumpstered it. But do you feel like they'd had the same performance if NA, for example, had a wildcard slot?
I think just the wildcards, the format coming in where you don't have any international matches is very favorable for 1-1 splits in best of twos.
True.
Just because there's a lot, like if you have a lot of unknown variables, that actually generally favors the weaker team.
Yeah.
And even like best of twos, like if you flip a coin, like your chance of getting heads and tails is 50%, whereas 2 heads and 2 tails is only 25.
And it could easily, you could say like, okay, one game, one team has first pick, the other game, the other team has first pick, and that could potentially be the deciding factor, and that's why it's tied.
Yeah, jokes aside though, it would be great to see all regions having a wildcard slot, because like the wildcard is like our equivalent of a minor, and it is great to see like the tier 2 scene of every region should have its exposure, because like when we speak about like NA being a strong region, we're running off of like EG's single major performance, right? Like, it'd be great to have all tiers having their showing.
I'm getting a little off topic here, but would you then rather have EU and China remove one of their wildcard slots and give that to the regions that don't have one, or would you add 8 teams in total to the wildcards? Have 8 teams in total?
I think they should add 2 teams.
I think you add more.
You add more. You don't remove or replace any.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like